So this is probably what we call day one of my own, we'll call it recovery from an issue I have going on. So to give you context where I am right now, if we were to look at my hip flexion, no problem. That is as high as I can currently lift my right leg. So over the last 3 days, I've been in and out of A&E, I've been in and out of doctors, surgeons, consultants, urologists, physios. I experienced some groin pain last Friday, became worse over the weekend. Monday morning, 5 a.m., I pretty much passed out from the pain. Initial thoughts was a hernia. I was given, between all the doctors and surgeons, given 4 or 5 different diagnoses. Yesterday morning, I had an ultrasound. It turns out my lingual ligament is sprained, for want of a better phrase, which for most general public would be classed what you call a grade 1 tear, and significantly thickened. So it is currently pushing on my femoral nerve, which on Wednesday my symptoms changed slightly, where I have a numbing sensation going all the way through my leg, and I now have very little power in my ability to do hip flexion and to even leg curl with resistance. So I can't bring my knee further than that at the moment. So as you can imagine, it's quite a mental challenge now. Obviously, I'm not competing in my next competition in August because I can barely stand on this leg. I can't lift this leg. I can't flex this leg. So I'm hardly in a position to be wrapping up on squats and seeing how heavy I can go. The treatment for this is, unfortunately, they don't like to operate on this type of issue. They don't deem it as severe enough to operate on, even though I have a huge loss of function. Obviously, my biggest fear now is atrophy. I have a significant amount of pain when I walk. Doing that doesn't actually elicit the pain. Strange enough, walking is the most painful. Lying down is virtually pain-free. So the plan from the consultant and the physio, they asked me if I wanted to meet the physio to give me exercises. Obviously declined. I said, thanks very much, but I'll monitor it myself. Their plan of, I suppose, attack is to increase range of movement exercises gradually, short, frequent walks throughout the day, and painkillers daily. So I'm not one to just chew pills, so I am taking them when I need them. I am trying to bite through as much as I can. It can take several weeks for this to settle down. Obviously, as I say, my biggest fear is atrophy. Having loss of function in my leg was quite concerning when it happened. So I'm not going to completely flood my page with this, but I'm going to somewhat document how I'm going to deal with this on my own and treat it myself. So yeah, if you want to follow along, and let's see where this goes.